Your brain and your body are always connected, always in communication with each other. But did you know that the connection between the two is affected by stress? It's not just stress in general, but rather how we perceive and respond to different types of stress. Some stress types can actually be good for us. So how do we know which is which? Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Jaxom Talks channel. Today we're diving into a topic that I know touches almost all of us: stress. How our perception of stress influences the connection between our brain and body. We'll be exploring what stresses are, how they affect our brain and body connection, and how to manage them effectively. More specifically, what is it? Is it bad for us? How to manage it and reduce its impact on our lives? We all experience stress, but it doesn't have to control us. So let's get into it. First, let's define what stress actually is. In simple terms, stress is your body's automated reaction to a challenge or demand. It's not just a feeling, it's a response. When faced with perceived threats or challenges, your body kicks into action with a series of physical changes. These changes are part of the fight, flight, or freeze response, a survival mechanism that has been with us since our ancestors first roamed the earth. When you perceive a threat, your body releases hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, triggering the fight or flight response. This is great if you're facing a saber-toothed tiger, but not so helpful when you're just dealing with a looming deadline or a pile of bills. There are two main types of stress: acute and chronic. Acute stress is short-term. Think of a sudden scare or a presentation you have to give. The stress comes, and after the presentation is finished, it eases. Chronic stress, however, is prolonged and continuous. This is the one that really starts to wear you down, affecting your physical and mental health. It can weaken your immune system, disrupt your sleep, and even contribute to physical conditions like high blood pressure. Think of it like your body's emergency alarm going off all the time. Eventually, it will wear down both your mind and your body. So, how does stress in general manifest? Well, it can show up in a lot of ways. Physically, you might experience an increase in heart rate. Your blood pressure can increase. You may feel scared or angry, headaches, muscle tension, fatigue, or even digestive issues. Mentally, it can lead to anxiety, irritability, difficulty concentrating, or even feelings of being overwhelmed and helpless. However, here's where things can take a bit of a turn. If the stress persists and becomes chronic, your brain may start to perceive it as a threat rather than a challenge. This shift in perception can lead to a breakdown in the brain-body connection. Your brain might struggle to find effective strategies to cope with the prolonged stress, leading to feelings of helplessness and being overwhelmed. In this state, your brain may resort to extreme measures to protect itself, shutting down or disconnecting from the body. This disconnection can manifest in various ways, such as emotional numbness, difficulty concentrating, or even physical symptoms like fatigue or muscle tension. It's as if your brain is shouting, "I can't handle this," leaving you feeling mentally checked out. Now, the good news. We can absolutely manage stress and reduce its negative impacts. It's not about eliminating stress entirely. A little bit of stress can actually be motivating, but it's about building resilience and developing healthy coping mechanisms. Let's start with some immediate and on-the-spot techniques you can use when you feel stress creeping in. Number 1. Deep breathing. This is so simple, but incredibly effective. When you're stressed, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid. Deep breathing helps to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation. Try this with me. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, hold for a count of 7, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. Repeat this a few times. You'll be amazed at how quickly it can calm you down. Number 2. Take a micro break. If you're at your desk or feeling overwhelmed, then try to step away for just a few minutes. Go to another room, look out a window, step outside into the fresh air, or even just close your eyes. Sometimes just changing your environment, even for a moment, can reset your brain. Number 3. Practice mindfulness. This doesn't mean you have to meditate for an hour. Mindfulness is simply being present in the moment. If you're stressed about the future or regretting the past, try focusing your attention to what's happening right now. Notice the sounds around you, the feeling of your clothes, the taste of your coffee. It helps to ground you in the moment. Alright, those are some quick fixes. Now, let's talk about some long-term strategies that can significantly reduce your overall stress levels. These are some habits you can build into your daily life. Strategy 1. Prioritize sleep. I cannot emphasize this enough. Sleep deprivation makes you more vulnerable to the impacts of stress. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Create a consistent sleep schedule. Make your bedroom dark and cool, and avoid screens before bed. Your body and mind will thank you. Strategy 2. Regular physical activity. Exercise is a fantastic stress reliever. It releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects, and it helps you blow off some steam. You don't need to run a marathon. Even a brisk walk, dancing, or some yoga can make a huge difference. Strategy 3. Healthy nutrition. What you eat directly impacts your mood and energy levels. While comfort food might feel good in the moment, a diet rich in whole foods, fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins will give your body the fuel it needs to cope with stress more effectively. Limit processed foods, excessive sugar, and caffeine, which can exacerbate anxiety. Strategy 4. Set boundaries. This is crucial, especially in our always-on world. Learn to say no to commitments that overextend you. Protect your time and energy. Whether it's setting boundaries with work, friends, or family, knowing your limits and communicating them effectively is vital for stress reduction. Strategy 5. Connect with others. Social support is incredibly powerful. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, or even a therapist about what you're going through. Sharing your feelings with a trusted supporter can help lighten the load and give you new perspectives. Don't isolate yourself. Strategy 6. Hobbies and downtime. Make time for activities you enjoy, purely for the sake of enjoyment. Whether it's reading, painting, gardening, playing an instrument, or listening to music, these activities provide a much-needed escape and help you recharge. Don't let your life become all work and no play. Strategy 7. Practice gratitude. By consciously focusing on what you're grateful for, you can shift your perspective. When you're stressed, it's easy to get caught up in negativity. Taking a few moments each day to list things you appreciate can really change your outlook. Strategy 8. Time management. Often, stress comes from feeling overwhelmed by too much to do. Effective time management can alleviate this. Break down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Use a planner or a digital tool. Prioritize what truly needs to get done. The Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break, can also be very helpful. Strategy 9. Know when to seek professional help. Sometimes, stress can feel too big to handle on your own, and that is perfectly okay. We have to know when to say that you are not okay. This is an essential skill that a lot of us struggle with, as we don't like to admit weakness. If stress is consistently interfering with your daily life, causing significant distress, or leading to feelings of hopelessness, don't hesitate to reach out to a mental health professional. Therapists, counselors, and doctors can provide tools, strategies, and support tailored to your specific needs. There is absolutely no shame in seeking help. Hopefully, our discussion today has highlighted the critical link between our perceptions, our stress levels, and the health of our brain-body connection. We hope it's clear that it's not the stress itself that's harmful, but rather our interpretation of it and our subsequent actions that truly matter. We encourage you to take charge of your stress response by identifying your triggers, practicing stress-reducing techniques, and maintaining a positive mindset. Remember, you have the power to shape your stress narrative and build a stronger connection between your brain and body. Managing stress is an ongoing process, not a one-time fix. There will be good days and challenging days. The key is to be consistent with your healthy habits and to be kind to yourself. You're building resilience, and that takes time. I hope these tips give you a solid starting point for managing stress in your life. Try to incorporate 1 or 2 new strategies each time and see what works best for you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What are your go-to stress busters? As I wrap up this talk, I want to express my deepest gratitude for your support. Your engagement with my content means the world to me and inspires me to continue exploring and sharing these important topics. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.